You gotta come up with like a pre-podcast ritual where like we get some chalk
and kidnap somebody.
What? George.
Like a homeless person that no one's gonna miss.
That is not what the fuck I was talking about, bro. Like between you and I, it's like a simple ritual, like a pound or something. Like, all right, let's get it. You know?
Oh, that has to be on camera?
You never play sports, did you?
Power Ranger shit.
I did baseball for a little bit, but that was to get out of school. And then I remember hurt my knee or my ankle playing basketball. And the coach was like, then you're not playing anymore. You want to get hurt playing a different sport. I was like, what the fuck?
Wow. That's fucking
How do I know
outrageous.
how I sound?
You don't.
Get a little closer, bitch.
Yeah, because we definitely couldn't hear you.
Yeah.
But you got also
Already.
watch.
How about you fucking use the chair and get closer?
Oh my god.
No, this should
Oh
be
my God, I'm babysitting.
perfect, right?
You're good. You're good, TJ. It's all good.
Whatever,
Bro.
man.
Welcome to the Man Cave, TJ. Happy to have you on. He's our first official guest, right?
Yep. Pure chaos.
On a complete
We got to
honor.
work on the applause button on the
Y'all have that?
expensive
'Cause
ass
y'all should use that
mixer.
right now.
Yeah,
Y'all
that got
got
like
that?
18 buttons that do shit. We don't use them.
Come on, man, just use it.
Not for you.
No,
Maybe
the
somebody.
first
Come
time
on,
we
man.
pressed it, that shit did not work out well.
Oh
It
shit!
distorted our audio. We had no fucking idea.
There was like no coming back from that. Okay.
No.
Nah, that was it.
No.
That was it.
Yeah, so we're officially on episode 4 of the Man Cave podcast, and today we're going to be talking about what is a healthy relationship. All right, so that's why we brought in TJ, a
expert.
good friend of mine. Not really. We just brought
Come
in
on.
a third point of view, somebody that we wanted
that applause
a
button.
life that I haven't lived.
Come on, man, the expert, TJ.
So the reason that we have a guest today is because I've been with my lovely wife. We've been together or married for about 3 years. We've been together for 11 years. So I've lived the life of a long-term relationship. All right, you've been in a relationship for the last couple years.
Yes,
That's
sir.
going well. All right,
Going very
Would
well.
you say?
It's going great.
And then there's TJ, who I've known TJ for a while, and in the last like 2 big relationships, it's kind of been a struggle towards the end. All right. So there's different points of views, which is why I definitely wanted to bring you on, because if there's somebody that can speak about a relationship that didn't really pan out, I feel like you might be an appropriate person for that, right?
Yeah, I feel like that. I mean, as far as relationships, I haven't been in that many.
No, I said 2.
Specifically.
Very
So, yeah,
specifically, I know
okay.
of 2 serious relationships that you were in.
Right. So y'all base seriousness off of who I'm introducing them to, how comfortable, like obviously comfortability is everything. So yeah, we just gonna focus on my last 2 Johns.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna talk about those 2, and we'll talk about our experiences with ours. But you said that you base the seriousness about who you introduce them to. How much time do you give between you're interested in dating this person versus you deciding to introduce them to people?
It's really organic, actually. It's not really a plan. Like, it could be like, we set up a small gathering, like, cookout, movie date or whatever, and end up being like a double date with me and my mans or something like that. So it's always like organic, but then like based off of that, it's like how much deeper do I get after that moment,
Yeah.
So it's organic. I don't really plan it for real.
It's
Like,
just the vibe that the girl gives off.
it's the vibe. It's like,
Okay.
Where'd you meet your ex?
shit. Oh, I like this.
My man
'cause-
forgot for a second, right?
Yeah.
So my ex, actually online dating, so Tinder, which I will never get on ever again, but that's a different
Until a lonely night, and you're just like, man, it's been a minute. Reinstall the fucking app, and then you see the kind of product that you're dealing
You
with.
have fun with the app. You don't take it serious, and then that's when something might happen. Like, don't take it serious.
I've never downloaded that app.
But something
Yeah.
serious did come out of it.
It did, and I didn't. Look again. The plans don't work, man.
What do you mean by that?
It's like it's a possibility that you just completely deviate from a plan. Like kind of like if you're looking for something, you stop and then you find it, or it finds you, something like that. So that's kind of been my thing.
So you're more of like a go with the flow kind of guy then. You don't set out like, oh,
But I
want a
don't
girl
plan
who's
to
making
be
6
that-
figures. She got to be in the gym every day. She got to look
Do
this
you
type
have
of way.
a checklist of like what the girl has to be into, or like what she does for you to be interested?
Or you just
Right,
like the
right.
first one that come through the door, I'm on it.
it's okay. It's not bad to have a plan. Of course, we all got that. We all got that dream girl. We all got what we
I'm
want.
still looking for mine.
Oh my God. You know if she smacked the shit out of you, we're not editing it, right?
No, it'll be in there
You know
for,
that.
for
All
sure.
right, cool.
That
Just so
laugh
you
just
just-
joined
As a domestic abuse case, I'm gonna keep it on the video.
and then what?
I don't know. Make my point and then be like, my bad.
The plan becomes something totally different. It becomes like a template, kind of like the plan doesn't get fulfilled. It just becomes the reference point.
Okay, yeah, I understand.
You know what I mean? Because she ain't going to check every check.
Of course.
We all human at the end of the day. So.
And you shouldn't be looking for somebody to fill boxes. Is
Yeah.
what I've learned through
Because
therapy.
you only try to fill one box.
man. No, wait,
Right.
what?
George, this hasn't even been 5 minutes. Bro.
Now we in there.
Oh my.
It's 11. We can start.
Masculinity at its finest.
So after you get your special lady, right? Then do you devise a plan, or are you just kind of like still going with the flow? You still filling it out?
Gotta fill it out. Like, if she got me to the point where I'm spending time with her and all that stuff, I'm just learning about her. I ain't gonna lie. You could hit a ceiling depending on the situation. Like, red flags is a fucking thing.
It's a fact.
Let's stop ignoring these Jones. So, I mean, a red flag could just be a pet peeve. It don't have to be like anything necessarily harmful in the long run. It could just be something that you just know that you won't tolerate.
That's fair.
You know what I'm saying? So, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just a level of incompatibility that has to
Yeah, I mean, the same way that you have the boxes that she has to check off for you to,
and she got her boxes.
Of course, 100%. And hers is longer than yours.
It has to be.
All right, but you also have the list of don't haves, right? That she shouldn't be this type of person. Like, you're not going to be with somebody that brings this energy. Or is that not something you really consider until you're in the relationship with this person?
Oh, I love that, yo. I just said this earlier, like, everything I'm not makes me everything I am. That's what that kind of reminds me of. I don't even know, like, how to expound upon that. I think that just speaks for itself. Everything I'm not makes me everything I am. Like,
so when you were in this relationship, and this goes for you as well, when you're in your relationship, what do you think some of the more challenging things within that relationship is?
Personalities.
Right?
I 100% think that you have to work through the differences in personalities early, because in my case, you have two strong personalities.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't learn how to deal with that, you're going to have constant conflict.
Yeah, 100%.
So I think that's something that's kind of like surface level, easy for you to pinpoint, like from just conversation. But then like it gets more complex through conflict and arguments and things like that. So
Yeah.
I guess outside of personality would be more nuanced things like religious differences. What about you, TJ? What do you think?
religion is a thing. I do love it when that works out, no matter what that religious scope is. Like, I like that a lot. Family, man.
That's a big thing, right? Because if
Like your family?
have you dealt with a situation where you introduce them to your family and they're just like not really fucking with her? And if that were to be the case, like they're just they didn't really fuck with her, but you do, is that going to be a problem for you?
I haven't been in that situation.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I live it. You know what I mean?
Like I said, my introductions are very rare. So I'd be left alone. Like, my family, they be like, "Oh, you seeing somebody?" I'm like, "Yeah, y'all going to see him? Y'all going to see him?"
Yeah, fuck you. All right.
Oh shit.
Like,
Gang.
so, and unfortunately, I haven't had anything serious enough. No. Family have met my exes before. No, I scratched that. They have, but, and they've always liked them. So, yeah. But, yeah, I haven't messed up. I haven't, introduced them to somebody that they didn't like. Yeah.
George, I got a question for you.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
And I love it because this is the episode we decided to do while your girlfriend's in the corner, my wife's to my right.
Yeah.
So this is a lot of fun. Go ahead, throw it out there.
We're talking about healthy relationships. Y'all have been going strong, 11 years, right?
Yeah, I won't let her go.
Congratulations,
Wow,
bro.
you chose a day to something real hard, huh? Because usually you talking shit. Now, I love her to death. I'm never letting her go.
He just said he was still looking for his dream.
Slap
No.
the shit out
Yeah,
of
it's
you
a
real
mix of
quick
the two.
now.
She's super close. I was trying to sit here. She said no, sit here, and now I figured out why.
Are you
Right?
are you left-handed or right-handed?
It don't matter when she
It
mad.
do matter. 'Cause if it's the left, you sleep. That's just one smooth motion. But if it's the right, she got to put a little torque in it. You might be at the hospital.
She got that
after
big ass ring on the left too.
Ooh, talk heavy.
You know, I'm not saying
Talk
nothing.
heavy. You didn't
feel
buy
me?
it.
I did.
No, you didn't.
What you mean?
You ain't buy that goddamn ring.
I stole it. You got to just go into a super rich neighborhood,
Yeah.
find a white lady walking her dog,
Oh,
and it's got to be a
George.
small dog, and then you just snatch the ring and the dog, maybe depending on the dog.
I was gonna say kick the dog, but yeah, snatch.
I mean, depending on the dog, because it might be worth something.
oh shit.
Now you make a
You've
cut.
been watching too much
entrepreneurial mindset.
TMZ, bro. That's what that is. You've been watching too much fucking TMZ.
Survivalist.
Anyway, what were you looking for that landed you in an 11-year relationship?
I mean, that's a tough one because we've been together since the end of high school. So, I mean, I'm definitely not the same person I was in 12th grade of high school, 2011, that I am right now,
Debatable.
right? No, really not. The person that you see in front of you is a completely different person that I was in 2011.
Okay.
The way that I think, the way that I act are two different people,
Okay.
right? So, I mean, at the time, I'm in high school. All I was looking for was a girl that was fucking with me,
Okay.
right? And I actually started trying to talk to her freshman year, and she hated me. So the story of how we met, I still remember to this day. It was like 8th period. It was like the last fucking class, or maybe the second to last, and it's health class. And she's sitting right in front of me, and I was like, I like this one, right? And the teacher was like, "Oh, would you prefer Jorge or would you prefer George?" All right. And coming from middle school, where I actually got picked on a lot for the name, right? I was like, just say George, it's easier for everybody, right? And she was like, "Oh, look at this fucking guy who hates his Spanish heritage. Doesn't like that he's Spanish, right? With her Dominican pride. She's sitting there high thinking she's better than me. She leaves, goes to her mom, picks her up from school and says, guess what? There's a Spanish guy in class who hates that he's Spanish and that he hates his name. And now she's building this whole fucking portfolio about me and she hates me, all right? But, I didn't know any of that until after the fact. But I was kind of like, in and out talking to her, but freshman or senior year, I was like, fuck it. If I don't do it now, I'm probably never going to see her again.
That's a fact.
Right? Because chances are super low. You know what I was about to say? But she's right there. So should I say it?
Just please don't.
All right, I won't.
Yeah,
So the chances are super low. So I was like, we're going to try it out. But I was still like a bitch, right? I was still bitching because I was like, fuck, what if I ask her out and she does, then I'm a 17-year-old, I guess, at that time, that I'm emotionally unstable at 17. I can't take that regret. I like this girl from fucking freshman year and then I try it. But I had a good circle of friends that was like, yo, let's all go to the movies. All right. And so they set up this whole thing. We invited her to go to the movies. Right. And then the day we was gonna go, they was like, we can't make it. So then it was just me and her.
Yeah.
All right. So then we just went to the movies.
Okay.
And I only paid for my ticket.
Bruh.
And y'all still got married? Wow,
Bro.
George, that's not the greatest love story, bro.
No.
It's amazing.
I mean, that's just what it was.
Holy shit.
And then I don't know why she kept giving me chances to hang out and chill and shit like that. And I just pulled out my Puerto Rican charm and she fell in love with me.
Half of your Puerto Rican charm.
What do you mean?
You don't want to use
100%?
Jorge, yeah, right?
I
So
guess,
you're using
well.
half of your Puerto Rican charm.
Yeah, valid.
Cool. So what I heard from both of y'all that's in common is that y'all weren't looking for anything in particular.
No. What are you looking at? What are you looking for at 17?
I guess that's valid. At 17, I want to feel crazy saying this, but
You was looking for love at 17?
was I? I don't know. Love in the form of sex, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, raging hormones.
You
at
trying to check that
17.
box?
The box.
The box.
The box.
The box. Oh yeah.
But shit changes over time, obviously.
course.
So now at 31, right, when I started dating or looking to date seriously, I was looking for somebody financially stable, because I just got out of a situation where the young lady was not, and it was like fucking disastrous for me. Somebody who was active, because I'm an active person, and I was looking for somebody who was kind. I got 2 out of those 3 things. And
She's financially stable
and
and she's active.
She's active. But I'm happy with that, And then over time, we've developed the rapport. She's grown to be a lovely person. And
what was your family's response when you introduced to her?
Well, it was weird because my mom was like lingering around trying to meet her. And then she just popped up at the house randomly one day.
Your mom?
Yeah, and we're upstairs. It was embarrassing as shit. I'm like, yo, my mom downstairs on the couch.
Well, y'all just
feet
upstairs.
up, like
just chilling, watching TV. It's like my mom downstairs on the couch.
Just let herself in.
And we on the second floor, so her ass ain't jumping out the window. She's like, oh my God. Okay. Guess I'll meet her. And she came downstairs, and that was it. But they love her, She's good with kids. I have two little sisters and a little brother, so that works in her favor.
When this episode comes out, episode 2 would already be out because it comes out tomorrow, right? Hey. In that episode, we had a conversation about analyzing your significant other when they're dealing with children, right? Obviously, we spoke about it on that episode.
Right.
That she wants twins, which is, you can't really control that, right?
Can you?
You can't.
If you
said you can?
If you have sex on a full
For
moon,
twins?
TJ, I'm gonna stop you
No,
right
the
there,
full
bro. You
moon,
about
right?
to say some werewolf shit.
And you gotta have
And that's what it's got to be if I gotta sit here and be like, I'm gonna give you twins tonight.
and then you gotta have a cup of orange juice next to the bed, right?
Okay.
Oranges?
Orange juice,
Orange juice.
and it gotta
So-
be Minute Maid, okay?
Minute Maid and nothing else.
Right?
Full moon,
it's a
orange
recipe.
juice, Minute Maid,
Yeah.
and what? A doll
And
with
then
some
turn
pins
on
in
Looney
it?
Tunes
You
on the
need a
television.
priest in the corner watching y'all do it. That's
Looney Tunes on the television, right?
Oh my God.
Bugs Bunny. Only Bugs Bunny.
Who the
There's
fuck
no
told you
episode
this?
with only Bugs Bunny in it.
He knows 15
But
people with
find
twins.
it,
I'm going to
though.
take his word.
Yeah. It's a wrap.
15 people with twins. I'll tell you
Do
what.
it tonight.
You do all of that shit you just said, right? And if your
No.
baby ain't born with a dragon's tail, then I'll follow through with your advice. Because that sounds like some real witchcraft from Haiti type shit, bro. I'm going to be
It's
honest.
nutrition. It's not about witchcraft.
Nutrition?
Yeah, the orange juice.
What does Looney Tunes provide as far as nutrition?
You ever eat a rabbit?
Rabbit foot, bro. That foot, man.
Nutrition, luck, it's all there, all in one rabbit. And if a rabbit's foot is lucky, I got 4 motherfuckers.
Yeah, we gotta go hunting, man. We gotta go hunting. That's
Good
all.
fucking luck. You ever chased a rabbit? I don't think you did. Because you wouldn't be sitting there
Nah.
talking so confidently. Your
Yeah.
ass going to H Mart.
That ain't my
Good
jersey.
luck.
H Mart.
Yeah. Hella foreign exotic foods in H Mart.
I gotta go to H Mart. You right.
Yeah, I know.
So
I'm on my
to
way.
get back to the question is, you say you have a little brother, you have a little sister.
Yeah.
Are you analyzing the way that you think she might be with her kids? No, she's in the corner. You know what I mean? Think about what you're saying. Do you break it down like, okay, this is how she is with my brother and sister? It's giving you an impression of how she's going to be with your kids?
Honestly, no.
No.
Because they're grown. They're not grown, but they're older.
But you know when you have kids, they grow up.
No, they don't.
No? Okay.
No.
I haven't gotten
They
there
just
yet,
get
so maybe not.
taller. They just get taller. They still do the
And
same.
easier to knock down, right? Yeah.
What do you mean?
If it's your son.
If
Don't
DHS is listening, I don't have nothing to do with this
Come
shit.
on, man. You gotta keep. Come on, the son. The son gonna be like, "You're not my father." after
Why
a
would he
while.
say that? What? I've never said that to my dad. I've said some shit to my dad, but I've never looked at him dead in his eyes and
Or
said,
it's
"You're
a
not my father."
possibility. It's not like you gotta wait for that day, but it might happen. Though.
You kept that shit in the chamber. There was always something in the
I'm
back
just
of your
saying,
head
I
that was
would
like,
hope.
this motherfucker don't really look like me. He don't look like her either. I'm gonna wait for him to fucking say some shit and I'm gonna throw that shit in his face.
I would hope that the person I have kids with is not having kids by somebody else at the same time. Like I realize that's a thing when twins.
Oh no, he's your
have.
biological son saying you're not his father.
Okay, I thank you for the clarity.
Okay,
that's crazy.
okay,
Which you just led us down this rabbit hole.
Yeah, no,
get the fuck out of here.
Right,
Like,
So yeah, they
that's
only get taller.
Anyway,
Can you go?
My fault. Because it can happen.
yeah, but we don't need that type of shit. No. But outside of that, George, did you ever think you would get this far? And if so, what gave you that idea? Because I think like there's something to be said with like the fact that y'all have lasted this long and y'all are nothing alike. So there, you must have been thinking or doing something with intention to be able to get this far.
So there's a couple things, right? She's not in the room. So
Cool. Get it out. Get it off your chest, bro.
no, I'm fucking around. But there's a couple things, like when we first started going out and then we started getting serious. For a while, she was an escape from my family.
Okay.
Right? There was like a lot going on and I was like, I can't be home. And she was an escape. Right? And it was fun. You know what I mean? We had good times. We would go out. It was like nothing like it was at the crib.
Right.
So that was for a while. But if you're with somebody for 2 years, 3 years, I mean, no matter who you are, you got to start thinking about maybe this is long term. I don't care who you are. That's always what you're going to be thinking about.
Okay.
Right. But then there's a couple other factors that have to be going on. In the end, after a certain amount of time, you're going to build a relationship with this person and you just want it to keep going.
Valid.
And I think for a little while, her parents didn't, I don't know. They didn't really fuck with me, I don't think.
Okay.
Right? Especially the pop.
Okay.
After a certain hour, get the fuck out of my
Well, it's
house.
because you can't dance.
Right? Probably.
Man,
That.
he's a
I
fucking...
mean, me and him never really danced together, but his hips don't lie. I'll tell you that.
George, Jesus. George, you were talking about how Elena's parents didn't like you initially.
Yeah, I mean, that's the vibe that I got, right? Like, the mom was cool. I feel like the mom's always cool.
Her mom.
Her mom. Yeah.
Not the mom. Her mom. Your mother.
The mom of her. The mom was cool. But the pop was like, nah, not really fucking with it, right? And who the fuck is this fucking Puerto Rican dude coming around here? Right?
Because they're not Puerto Rican.
They're Dominican.
Oh, okay.
They're two different races, Larry. So if you want me to if I can get a map.
You're going to show me where Puerto
show
Rico...
you where Puerto Rico
I
and
would
Dominican,
pay money
and
for
then-
you to point that out to me.
Motherfucker, I could Google it. It's going to do it for me. Google's going to do 75 or 90% of the fucking work.
Whatever.
I just got to point at it.
Okay.
But Puerto Ricans and Dominicans are two different races, Larry. I just start fucking going down.
I know, right? Like, you pushed my button right there.
But no, I'm like, me and the dad have gotten into like arguments before and shit, right? Because it was like I was younger and my life was not what I wanted it to be. It was a bad situation at home. So I was always mad, and Alina's was my escape from that reality. Okay. So like I would go and I would hang out with her, and then I would feel happy, right? And then the second that happiness was interrupted, that's when I would get upset. So like it's so long ago, but I don't remember the starts of the arguments, but I've definitely argued with her dad before.
How did y'all work through that as a couple? Because that's a big deal. You and her parents aren't getting along.
It's just like, I think I apologize to the mom, right? Like not the dad. And then I have a conversation with her, right? And then eventually I go to the pop, and because I'm dating his daughter, like I have to resolve the situation, and then I have to go to him and be like, my bad or whatever, right? Okay. Just be like, I'm sorry, da, da, da. But there's also a language barrier because he's Dominican and Spanish, and I'm a Puerto Rican who doesn't really speak Spanish. I'm a fake Puerto Rican. I'm an American Puerto Rican. So as much as I was just fucking yelling at you for not knowing the difference, I don't, it is what it is.
Like, that's exactly what I was thinking. Like, wait.
What a fucking hypocrite. Wow.
Yes. It is what it is.
George that doesn't speak Spanish.
Jorge.
Oh, yeah.
Jorge, the guy that doesn't speak Spanish.
Motherfucker last name Mendez.
Don't get no more Puerto Rican than that, I guess.
I have no idea what's going on in Puerto Rico.
Yeah, clearly. You ain't seen Donald Trump slam dunking paper towels lately.
Jesus Christ.
Boy, does he want the opportunity to do it again. He'll be back. He'll be back with a vengeance.
For sure.
Sick the whole island.
God damn.
But no, so yeah, eventually you have to resolve it, right? If you care enough about the person that you're going out with or you're dating. Because you have to fix that situation.
So communication was key.
Communication.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's probably going to jump into our next topic, which is like, how do you resolve conflict within a relationship? Because that's the biggest thing. If you're in a relationship and you're not arguing, you're probably not in a serious relationship. If I'm going to be honest.
That's very true.
I remember years ago, TJ here asked me, "Oh, do you and Alina's argue a lot?" I was like, "Motherfucker, every 15 fucking minutes." And he was like, "Oh man, that's good." And I understood where he was coming from, right? Because if I didn't care what she was saying or she didn't care what I was saying, then there's no care. The biggest word in those sentences is care.
Yeah.
If I'm just doing whatever the fuck I want and she just didn't give a fuck, then there's nothing there. It's just wasting time. The relationship is fake. But if you're constantly in an argument with this person and you end up resolving it, then there's something worth working for in that relationship.
That's valid. TJ, did you hear what he just said?
What the fuck did I say, TJ?
What I just say, bro?
I don't give a fuck what you said
Put me on
before
the
the
spot
podcast.
like my
We on the
mind. My
podcast.
mind it goes blank.
What did I say?
I heard every word you said.
What was it?
You said a lot, man.
Did.
And I agree with it. I agree with it.
Good. He's got my vote.
That's all. Oh shit, we got Joe Biden on the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Motherfucking
No, I
memory
can
shot.
actually say a sentence, and you know what I'm talking about, okay?
Or ultimately, TJ, in the relationships that you were in,
Yeah.
when it comes to, or I guess came to, because you're not in them, they failed, right?
All of them.
Oh, George, come on.
When it came to the conflict within that relationship, how did you find yourself attempting to resolve the conflict?
Very dismissive in my way of resolving those issues. I don't like to argue. I understand that arguing, like you said, is necessary. It's a good thing. It shows how much you are willing to work things out with that other person. But bruh, I'm gonna walk out, man. I'm gonna walk out.
I get that. That was a thing that my dad did.
It's terrible.
And that was a thing that I used to do. Is if there's an argument growing up, the argument can't happen if I'm not fucking here. I'm gone.
Okay.
So the door right there, walk out. The argument's not happening, right? But that's a cop out, right? That's a weak state of mind. That's not the right way of doing it. You're not treating that relationship with any respect.
True.
If all you're doing, as soon as a conflict happens, you're walking out the door.
So I heard TJ say two things that I know that you're not supposed to do in a relationship. One is be dismissive. That's the first fucking thing you said. And the other is that you're not showing that you're emotionally available because you're leaving the conversation.
No. What about justification, right? What if you walk out because you know that at the moment, an argument, a lot of the times, that's going to just come out being y'all yelling at each other. Y'all not listening, right? A lot of the times. So what if you just walking out and you know you're coming back? You're not, and you're probably just going out for a drive or something. Like you're just doing something totally like just for your mindset. Nobody else is involved in that process when you walk out. You come back because you know you're coming back.
So you walk out in that situation to kind of decompress.
And then, and this is the important part, you come back and then you initiate the conversation.
So TJ, there's nothing wrong with taking a break when there's conflict. There's nothing wrong with stepping away from something when you're in the heat of it, but you got to communicate that you're coming back. Because if you walk out in the middle of an argument, you're showing her, I don't give a fuck. Talk to yourself. Talk to the wall. I don't care. I'm out of here.
No, I
but
mean,
if
well,
you say like, I need a break. This shit is crazy. I'm about to punch you in your throat. I'll be right back.
I'm doing that on my way out, though.
Is that what you do?
I'm saying it on my way out. I'm like,
not to miss TKO.
I'm like, listen, I'll be
kickboxing
back.
over
I gotta go. You doing too much. and then I'm gonna, close that door.
So you walk out the door, letting her know I'm walking out because of you.
Yes.
You're doing too much. This whole situation is your fault.
Depending on, I don't have no problem.
We got a question from the
Oh
audience.
boy. Come on in here.
Really a
No.
question.
If you want to go ahead and ask something, go ahead. There's the mic.
I will say it's not really a question.
Uh-huh.
It's intervention from the audience. Because the reality is,
Mm-hmm.
you can say, I need a break, I'm going out. But if you say it and you say it like, no, you doing too much, I'm going out. That's different from, we can't talk about this right now. I need a minute. You need a minute. Let's take a minute.
See, I don't
Those
know.
are
I feel.
different conversations.
I also feel like you saying that in a state of mind where you're not upset right now.
Even when I'm upset, I can say this. For myself, I cannot speak for everybody else. Maybe it's some raggedy girl out there who can't do it. But I can say, I'm upset right now. I should not talk to you. Because if I talk to you, I'm going to call you something that your mama wouldn't want me to call you.
Yikes.
So I'm going to end the conversation. And we'll talk about it
Well,
later.
Sam, we're going to protect you because you just called a lot of women raggedy.
Yes, she
And
did.
we
She said she's
don't-
better
we
than
don't-
98% of the
Come
women
find
out
me.
here.
Come
getting
find me. I say it
canceled.
to their face.
She
Showing
said
up
women
to
out
your
here be
job.
doing shit, and I'm better than all of them.
I mean,
I like that
There
point
it
of view.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will drop her Instagram in the comment section. Y'all take that shit out on her. We had nothing to do with it.
Now, for clarification purposes, everything that I was saying when I was tapping the table, that's valid, right?
Yeah, no, 100%.
All right, cool. Just edit the thumps out.
I will try, but also it's not very easy, motherfucker.
Oh, all right. Listen, sometimes I feel like Kanye because I be needing a translator when I say certain things.
That is tread lightly.
And right
We
there.
not going there. No.
And right
Tread
there.
lightly.
And right
No,
there.
no. Like, look, man, it's just pure emotion. Look,
That's all
I
Kanye
never
is,
said
is
out my
pure
mouth-
emotion with no fucking thought process.
no
I never
fucking
said out my
thought
mouth
process.
that you're doing too much, I'm leaving. It's more so that's how I'm feeling in my head.
But what do you in that situation, are you just leaving then, or do you actually say something before you walk
I'm
out
like
the
saying
door?
I can't do this. Give me let me go real quick. I'll be back. Like I can do that. I've done it. Depending on the like you said, it matters how mad you are in the moment. But I'm never like saying you're making me leave. I'm saying that I need to leave to talk to you right now, more so. Not saying I have to leave because you're doing this. I need to leave for myself. The journey, man. It's all about the journey.
The journey that you will soon get to, my son. Once you figure out what the fuck you're looking for.
The way of the Jedi.
Rehash on that. George, I actually have a surprise for you.
And what is this?
I came up with the question of the day.
Ooh, I'm excited.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What are you about to say? Yeah, I saw
didn't
that
fucking
tongue
say anything.
swimming around in your mouth. You can't
I'm just
read it.
getting ready.
Holy shit. But I want you to read it. So I'm going to see if I can find it real
What?
quick on the notes. Yeah.
All right, man. I'm not the best at reading.
That's cool. You want me to read it for you? Because you're going to stutter through this motherfucker. I don't know.
Let me try it. If I get 25% without fucking stuttering,
Sure.
then I'll keep going.
Once it
At
says
that 26%, I mean.
when you see Seymour, we can just cut it off there because you'll get the gist of it.
All right, cool. My friend who was in a relationship just told me that he's going to see a girl tonight, and I asked him if I can join as a way to test him. And he was like, no, bro, I'm sorry. I want alone time with her, and we're going to go back to her place. And right then and there, he said the test, or he failed the test. You see, English. So I was like, how does your girlfriend feel about this? You're still with her, right? And he said, yeah, she doesn't feel any type of way because she doesn't know. So I say to him, if you're going to cheat, call her and break up with her before doing so, because clearly you're not happy in this relationship, but don't destroy her soul with that. Just break it off.
It said just like that, but okay.
Wait, what? I skipped the word. Fuck it. The idea's there.
So, George, the question of the day is, should you tell on your homeboy for cheating?
No.
Very easy like that.
Yeah. It's not my problem. It's not my situation. My situation, much like that, is to have a conversation with him and let him understand what he's responsible for.
Yes.
It's not my responsibility to go out and create a situation for him. He's already created that situation. The resolution is on him and nobody else.
So, if you see somebody getting the shit beat out of them on the street,
Not the same thing.
will you call the cops?
Would I call the cops?
Yeah.
I would probably intervene first.
You're going to intervene,
Yeah.
but you won't intervene in a situation where your boy is cheating.
Is somebody getting the shit beat out of them? Well, it depends. Is it a woman getting beat up or just a dude?
Yeah,
I've seen
I'm not even going to answer that.
I've seen
it-
no, because
depends,
it's two different
man.
things. If it's a woman getting beat up, then yes, I'm jumping in 100%. I've seen a dude get shot in North Philly, and I didn't do it. I didn't do a damn thing.
No, you didn't. You didn't see it. You didn't see it.
100%.
No, I'm telling you, for your own good, you ain't
Oh
seen it.
yeah.
No,
you
no,
didn't
I
see
They
it.
saw
gonna
it.
spin the block. Motherfucker, shut up. You ain't seen nothing.
Larry, allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly,
You
we
are.
got
We got lawyers out there. Okay. All right. Allegedly, you saw
Allegedly.
somebody get shot.
But no, I mean, there's different situations. But in that situation, my responsibility is to my friend.
Oh, okay.
We've built that relationship, right? That's my dude. And if he's doing this, then I just have to try to guide him in the right direction. That's not my responsibility to go around his back and hit up his girl and be like, yo, so-and-so's cheating. That's not my fault. That's not my problem.
What you think, TJ?
Men gotta hold each other responsible. Point blank. Period. It doesn't happen at all, unfortunately. It comes with age. I feel like just experience, but we have to do that. We have to like.
But are you
that-
telling his girlfriend?
Hell no.
Okay.
What? That's snake shit. Cause like, what if I tell her his girlfriend, and then now she's like, "Are you into me?" And I'm like, "No." Like, can we not even go that route?
Is that what you think is going to happen? That you tell...
Well, clearly he's done it
Because-
already. Because he
no.
knows. He said without a shadow of a doubt.
No,
I told this girl that my friend was fucking around and she tried to fuck me.
And then I fucked her.
That's what I did. I lost a friend.
that's the kind of behavior. The outcome of that behavior is a lot like if the man is telling a girl, "Yo, your man cheating on you," the man got ulterior motive.
Yeah,
Ulterior
100%.
motives,
He
you know?
wants to break up that relationship because he's trying to sleep with her.
right.
Yeah.
And you know
So
what's-
that's why I'm saying, and I'm not saying that's on her to like put two and two together. I'm just saying that's the scenario in a man doing that.
Because he
You're
was
not- you don't-
waiting for him to fuck up.
Yeah, you don't care about her. You just want to shoot your stupid ass shot. So
You know what's funny about
What's your
that?
thoughts on that, though?
I'm not gonna say he's wrong for doing that. Like if that's what he did, that's what he did. Me personally, I feel like it's not your place. Because what's most likely to happen is the woman's gonna feel like you're just starting shit. Like she has a relationship with this person, and then you're just throwing your 2 cents in to try and get in the middle of it. Which is what I've seen a lot of guys do. Like I've seen a lot of guys make up shit or, like try to get close to the girl because he has a crush on her. So the woman ends up just saying like, all right, well, I'm not fucking listening to you. I already know what you want. I see how you look at me, even if he never looked at her a day in her life. Like, you're just going to get fucking blocked for trying to tell her that. So I feel like you said, like, we got to hold men accountable, say what's going on, but talk to him because you're just going to create a different situation if you approach the woman directly. Like, that's supposed to be his job to take that shit on.
Now, let me throw a different situation at you.
Oh,
Kind of within the same realm. If these two were not dating and you were close friends with both of them, and then they are now dating, and then this one is cheating, do you now feel responsibility to tell her? You guys were close friends before they even started going out.
that gray area is wild.
So I'm equal friends with both
of them.
people.
Yeah.
That's different because my friend Charisse is here tonight, and if she and I don't know my broker were getting
What's his
busy.
name? What's the
Nah, I'm
broker
not. Yeah, I'm definitely not about to go down that road. You gonna get somebody canceled. It ain't gonna be me, motherfucker. Nah, but and I was good friends with both of them. Like, I'm gonna let her know, like, listen, like he's doing some shady shit because that's also my friend. But in a situation where you're my friend and your girlfriend and I have no relationship whatsoever, my duty is to check you, like above all else. Like I don't have a relationship with her. I'm not supposed to step out of bounds on that. No, but for sure, I'm telling her that she's.
Are you
getting,
telling
She's
her
the one
before
being
you tell
wrong.
him that you told her, or are you telling her that are you telling him that you're telling her?
If I'm there while he's doing it, I'm going to check him on it. but I'm definitely telling her about the situation.
What if it's a text message, just like this? Like you text him, yo, what are you doing? And he says, oh, I'm gonna go see somebody else, but keep it quiet.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to screen record our entire conversation. And as it's coming in real time,
I love how much I hate that solution.
hit send. Technology's a motherfucker.
Once again, you rely on Siri to get you out of a
That's my
situation, you
bitch.
motherfucker.
Yo,
Refer to
listen.
the previous episode.
And I love that scenario because I think it's more effective to talk to the woman because she's the one being wronged than it is to talk to the one that's doing wrong because you more than likely not going to be able to reason with this man. He's doing it to the person that he's...
Let me ask
You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you a question. Do you think there are different forms of abuse?
Yes.
What?
Okay. So would you consider cheating a form of emotional abuse?
Absolutely. It's betrayal.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So would you intervene in a situation where somebody is being abused?
But wait.
Oh shit! Take a second, TJ. Take a second.
Are we still talking about cheating or like...
Abuse.
Abuse, period?
Cheating is, you agreed, was within the realm of abuse.
I'm going to let her speak for me.
I'm gonna tell you the answer. I'm gonna tell you
You getting real life consultations. Bro, don't listen to nothing she's saying. She's going to send you an invoice.
No, don't go too far. I got a question for
She's
her.
an attorney
She
in
wanna
real
come in
life.
here.
I'm going to say like that's shit.
Oh, Lord.
That's
We
my
never
vote.
going to get the
We-
fuck
we
out of
give you
here.
Credit. That's cool.
Yeah. What's your name?
Samantha.
Samantha.
I have to lean in.
No.
Oh wait, so y'all talking to? Okay, so you
First,
can say it.
first,
then. You
what
can
what
say
did
it.
she tell you? Are you gonna tell it to the mic?
Sam said that you can survive emotional abuse, but physical abuse will get you out of here.
I would push back on that, but we don't have the time tonight. So maybe we can put a pin in that. Will
So
emotional
do you think
abuse
that
get
emotional
you out of
drama
here?
is not like, if someone is abusing me emotionally multiple times, but he hasn't laid a hand on me, right? You don't take that as the same level of seriousness?
It's not that it doesn't have the same level of seriousness, right? But when if you pose the question, oh well, if you saw someone being physically abused, would you intervene? Versus if you saw someone being, emotionally tormented, emotionally abused, would you intervene? I would argue that the answer is it depends. If I've seen you be abused time and time again emotionally, eventually I gotta say something because my conscience won't allow it to stand. If I'm seeing you be physically abused, you could die in that instant, in whatever that incident is, because it takes somebody backhanding you one time for you to be knocked unconscious and that to be the end.
Okay,
right?
but it could also
So I think
take
the
one
severity
time
changes.
for a situation. Let's say my pride is up here, right? Like as a woman and whatever, and they do get emotionally abused extensively one time, right? Do you not think that that person could then think so low of themselves that they can take their own life?
I think they could, but it absolutely could be that the emotional abuse it has the same outcome as emotional abuse, as physical abuse.
Physically, yeah.
It absolutely could be. But I think when you're asking someone about bystander intervention, if you are standing there watching it happen, what do you do? I think your answer is it depends, because, and maybe that's the lawyer in me that says it depends.
For sure.
Because I don't know the severity. I don't know how it's going to affect you. So maybe I'll say something, but I'll say it kind of like amorphously. I'll say, you might want to watch so-and-so. They're a little shady the first time. And then if you are so viscerally affected by what happens, then the next time I'm going to come back with, look, he a cheater, right? Like he a lying, slimy ass cheater. It ain't never going to get no better. You might as well walk away today, because I don't want to see you tormented in that way.
Okay.
But I think your response is it depends. Like I don't know what level of intervention I'm going to have. Versus me watching somebody get smacked around, I know exactly where I'm going to have the same level of intervention every single time.
But at what point do you stop intervening?
When they stop listening. At some point, you gotta want it for you. I'm that person. I can't. You gotta want it for you. I can't want it more than you do want it for yourself.
If you got to intervene,
People go to intervene,
And people often
right?
get
And
mad
people
at
just
you.
love these situations sometimes.
People
You just
often-
keep intervening and keep intervening. When you
I was about to
learn,
say-
they love this
But-
shit.
But the thing is, you also have to protect yourself. So at the point where you stop intervening, then you also have to stop listening, right? Don't keep letting them come to you to right exactly. Don't entertain it. Don't let them keep coming to you to vent. That's bullshit. Just be like, I'm good.
I was about to say.
You have the opportunity to take action in
Exactly.
the situation, and you clearly denied that responsibility.
I was about to say, like,
I love how everybody has hijacked the podcast
You're
because
welcome.
because what's going to happen is now they're going to be so invested, like, oh, what these motherfuckers talking about tonight? What these motherfuckers talking about? Who hit who? I'm coming back on this bitch. What time y'all recording? Sunday, 7 o'clock.
I told y'all this is how it works, man. Last time I was here for the last episode, look. I
Well,
told
we didn't
y'all
have a
the
full moon
engagement,
tonight, and
the
we ain't
engagement.
spitting a rabbit butt, so I
Yeah.
don't know how that
You
shit
ain't got
gonna
your,
work
you ain't got
out.
your Minute Maid orange juice?
Yeah, man, come on, bro.
Slipping.
Jack
Catch up,
Daniels.
catch up.
I did have a question,
All right.
right? Because now we had the scenario and we had the perspective of men and how we answered that question. Now she want to be in the podcast, so now I want to know in that situation. I know 100% because y'all love gossip, right? That if a homie was cheating, you hitting girl up seconds later.
Jesus.
Am I right on that?
Okay, so wait, are we talking about my homegirl's man is cheating?
Yeah.
I see my homegirl's man out and about. He's obviously
Seconds. You
cheating.
got pictures, you got video, right? And and now that's her problem, and you sipping the tea on
You
the side.
cheated.
I am
It's
not sipping the
2022.
tea. I am not sipping the tea because I'm the one who has to pick up the pieces. Am I picking up the
Okay.
phone and calling my girl? Absolutely. I'm
FaceTiming. You
Because
yeah.
he's not my homie. That's not my homie.
All right, so
My
let's
homie
throw
is
the
my homie.
situation
Yeah,
that I
that-
told him.
that's different.
Where it's the same. You knew both of them equally,
Okay.
and now it's in the situation where he's cheating, and you find out that he's cheating, and you're equal
We're-
friends with both of them.
And you don't
I'ma
know the
tell
girl.
you now,
You don't know
just
the
like
woman.
just like they say about guys, and maybe my mentality is a bit different. Excuse me. But my thought process is if I know them both equally, if I go and tell her, it is because I have some degree of ulterior motive, or at least the way in which I tell her. Right. So I'd approach him first. If I knew them both,
Okay.
I'm approaching him first. I'm saying, yo, that's messed up. You can't do that.
So you agree of holding men accountable.
I think
in that
I think
situation.
anytime someone is cheating, man or woman, you have to be
So
accountable
if she
for
was
your own
cheating, you would
behavior.
hit her up first.
I would.
Okay.
But if she's like, it is what it is, if that's my homegirl and I don't really know her dude, if that's my homegirl and she's like, it is what it is, I'm gonna let it rock.
Okay.
And I expect my homegirls to do the same.
Okay.
I very much do. So I, not gonna judge that mentality. But if I know them both equally, I'm going to her first, or I'm going to him first, whoever's cheating. I'm going to the offender first. Yo, that's messed up. You shouldn't do that. You should really let homeboy go. You should really let homegirl go. If nothing changes, right? I'll give you a couple days. You got a couple business days to figure it out. Figure
So you
out
hit
how
her up
you
on
gonna
a
handle
Friday.
it.
You got to check up on Monday.
And if you don't figure it out in a couple of days, then it's like, all right, look, I can't, are you going to stop that behavior or are you going to go ahead and let this relationship go? This too.
Thank you so much, Green Dress. Now, if she sends an invoice, TJ, I'm emailing that shit to you, motherfucker, because she charged by the hour, and you done fucking officially lost your goddamn mic since you want to be giving up all your airtime, motherfucker. I don't want to hear nothing. What?
We needed a woman's perspective.
Well, you done said enough voodoo shit tonight for everybody here to be implicated.
Hey,
with your
try that
bullshit.
shit tonight, cuz.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
You know what the real?
So wait, I was going to say to like wrap all that up. What does it look like a woman holding another woman accountable? I think we might have got our answer through all of that.
We can talk about that another time.
when
goddamn.
women aren't in the room, and I can make my own assumption of how they would react.
100%.
We know what it is, a man, but
Love that.
All right,
all right, bet.
TJ, I need 3 things from you.
Let's go.
Give me your 3 relationship must-haves.
Oh shit. Jesus.
What do you? What
Give me a
is your
multiple
absolute
choice.
must-haves in a relationship?
Must-haves. I didn't study for this test, my guy.
That's perfect. Go ahead and fail, motherfucker.
Look, the word I'm gonna go off pure intuition right now.
Okay.
Understanding. Whatever word that constitutes like not making other person change. You gotta love that person for who they are. So, I mean, does that kind of yoke with
That's
understanding?
Number 2. That's number 2.
But I mean,
All right.
there's a little
There's a word for
questionable
it?
doubt within that one, right? Because some people need to change, and sometimes they need to change for the better.
That's true.
And if the person that you're with truly wants to be with you long term, they're gonna make it known that you need to change in some aspects.
Yeah. And they're gonna coach you like a mentor type.
Yeah, so change.
situation.
Like I said in the beginning of this podcast, I am not the same person I was in 2011 that I am right now.
Yeah.
Because change has to happen for a relationship to
constantly
be successful.
changing.
The biggest thing in a relationship is that the man cannot be happier than the woman. That's 100%. If the woman is happier than the man, it's not gonna fucking succeed. She's gonna fucking walk out the door.
That's a marriage mindset, honestly. I mean, it has to be.
Don't fall into that.
It has to be.
Don't fall for it.
I'm
Don't fall
sorry.
for it. I'm
Keep your
training
woman
you.
happy, bro. I mean, but like, don't make her too happy.
Happy wife, happy life.
Oh
man.
my God.
That's the age old tale. isn't
TJ,
it?
you got to give me number 3, bro. What's your third, bro?
No, I'm
don't fall
a
for it.
renege on the whole don't.
No, that's cool.
Nah, because-
stand on your word. See, this is why the lawyer hijacked your mic.
No, because you put me on the
stand
spot,
your
bro.
word,
Listen,
bro.
when I'm put on the spot, I fuck up. Now, people need to change, but you supposed to change together. So we gotta let's.
All right, that's your number 2.
Yeah,
change
form.
together.
Understanding, change together. Okay, love them for who they are at the present moment, but we got limitless potential in us. 3.
He don't got a number 3, y'all. We could get up out of here. He got 2 boxes. He could
Responsibility. Like, I guess be comfortable. If this might rope in with the number 2, but be comfortable with the roles changing sometimes. Like, y'all a team, man. So
Be flexible.
yeah.
I like that.
So I
know,
do want
be
to bring
flexible.
something up to you, and I know we're trying to kind of wrap it up a little bit, but
Do you really?
no. You tweeted out that it's okay in a relationship for people to have roles.
Yes.
Can you just like clarify a little bit on that and what those roles are and what's okay, what's not okay? What do you think about that? Like, what was your thought process on that tweet? What did you want people to get from that?
Well, the only person who actually follows anything I say on Twitter is you. So.
And I was saying that, like, what does he mean?
Nah, but I was thinking about all of the toxic bullshit, floating around on the internet, whether it be man or woman, right? People talking about my man has to pay all the bills. Oh, my man has to eat my ass every Thursday like it's Thanksgiving. Like,
And I'm
George,
preaching
put
to
your-
that one.
Put your fucking hand down. Like, people have just like become so dulled by social media that they forgot we live in the real world.
Yes, absolutely.
There is nothing that's black and white in the real world.
Absolutely.
So if your role is to, don't do it.
Black and white people? Is that what you about to say?
Yes.
Oh God.
Oh, my fault.
God.
There are black and white people. Let's continue.
Like TJ said, be comfortable with your role changing sometimes. Like, if you're the breadwinner today, you might not be 10 years from now. And you should be okay if your woman has to pick up the slack. That's why you became married, or that's why you're in a relationship with her, because that's your partner. She's supposed to help you. And, that's what relationships should be. You should be okay with taking the back seat where your partner is stronger at. Like, if you're not somebody who's great with organizing things, you shouldn't be planning shit. Like, let them do that. If you're not somebody who knows how to fix things, you shouldn't be taking out a drill out the closet and trying to change the fucking blinds in the house. Let them do that.
You're supposed to draw her. There's too much going on.
George, how much have you had to drink?
A lot.
Yeah, clearly. Clearly. But that's what I mean by, like, there's nothing fixed. So people like to talk about, like, what a man's role is in a relationship. And yes, like, generally speaking, there should be certain things that men should do. And we're talking about heterosexual relationships, obviously, for anybody who's listening and doesn't know that George and I are both heterosexual males.
Not on a Sunday. On the Lord's Day, that's when I question things.
George.
The Lord's Day of all
George.
days.
If I want God watching, I want God watching.
How about sabbatical?
George. Wow, bro. Wow.
Bro, Jesus Christmas.
Yeah. Oh, man. you know, if anybody makes it to episode 4 before Spotify take our shit down, like, I'm going to say that it's either A, because we're so fucking good at what we do, or B, nobody's fucking listening. Those are the two options that you've left us with at this point.
Yeah.
So you can go to sleep tonight thinking about that. You can edit out that part where I fucked up because you're good at that.
No, I'm gonna keep it in there because you fucked up.
Nah, fuck all that. I don't even remember what the fuck I said. So fuck everybody here. I'm mad y'all came out. Don't nobody get no cake. Don't nobody get no more fucking pizza in here.
I respect
Fuck all
it.
y'all.
You said fuck everybody. Okay, cool.
Hit stop record, motherfucker, right now. Fuck y'all.
Let me hit this bathroom.
All right, so TJ's gone.
I thought he was
Clearly,
we haven't even officially ended the fucking episode. TJ's gone.
Like you didn't just watch us record the last one. You know there's a process.
Get the
to
fuck
this
up out of
shit.
here. Go take a piss.
All right, edit that shit out.
You going in the bloopers?
Go take a piss.
I'm right here, bro. I'm right here.
You have to officially
I'm
end the
right here.
podcast.
Have
This
to
is
officially.
the Man Cave Podcast, episode 4. We had a live group people here. So, you know, there was a little chaotic, but I think we got the point across. Obviously, there's 2 people within that relationship, and both of them have to be happy. Both of them have to understand what the relationship is. I hope that we covered that topic well. I think we did a pretty good job, especially when we started bringing women in, not by our choice. Because Lord knows they're going to want to fucking talk.
I got something to say.
Sitting at the door with their hand up.
Yo,
Man
I'm
cave
Larry.
my
This
ass.
is George.
George is a little
Hashtag.
chaotic, but we'll
Yeah.
catch you in the next Jesus Christ. I've been drinking, motherfucker. We'll catch you in the next episode.
This outro is just fucking epic right now.
It's chaotic.
It's fucking epic.